Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to teach you how you can use keyframes for your videos, what they are, and I have a clip right there so that we are going to use in this tutorial. So let's bring this one in the timeline first of all. Then we can go to filter and add some text to experiment a bit with the keyframe. So let's go to favorite and no, wait a second, let's go to, let's search for text. So text simple. Okay, so as you can see, we have like the time code right there, but let's change it to, sample text. Okay, so you can change a lot of parameters. So for example, thickness, outline, background, padding, but we are not here for that. We are here for this little icon of a watch. And if you press on that, this will activate the keyframe. So the keyframe is basically an automation. So you can automate every parameter that has this icon on its side. So if you want to change, for example, position and size, you can do that. But you cannot, like, for example, change the thickness because you don't have that icon on the right side of the parameter. So be sure, first of all, be sure to work on the keyframe window instead of the timeline, because if you basing on where you are, you're going to work on different things. So if you want to automate, for example, the size, because as I said previously, you can only automate the parameters that has this icon next to them. So you will need to hit this button on the starting point of the automation, whatever you want to start it. So let's say that we want it to start right at the start, at the beginning of the video. We press this icon and as you can see, we have the starting point. So if we want to change the size gradually, for example, in 5 seconds, you will go to the ending point of where you want to end your animation, for example, and change the size, the ending size. So for example, I'll put, 400 and 300, and as you can see, this will trigger another square. So if we now get back to the beginning, as you can see, the changing is showing on the clip viewer. Let's press play, and as you can see, this will gradually in 5 seconds go from the starting point, so the initial settings, to the last one you put in, and you can go on. So for example, if we want another change, so if we, for example, want it to get back to how it was before, so the starting point, maybe after 2 seconds, you can press reset to default, and this will create another instance. So let's press play, and this will in 2 seconds get back to normal. So that's basically it. That's what keyframes do basically. But yeah, let's use another filter. So let's delete this one by pressing this one. We can maybe maybe we can use the keyframes with the color grading, because as you can see here, all 3 of them have the keyframe option. So if you want to do, some psychedelic kind of stuff, you can do that. So let's let's get back to default and let's automate all 3 of them. So let's start with the normal color grading. Then let's change it at 2 seconds. Yeah, let's make something weird. You can change it whatever you want. So I'm just doing random stuff. I have no idea what I'm doing. So I'm not a color grading expert, as you can see. But yeah, I think that this can be really useful if you want to do, I don't know, some psychedelic stuff, as I said. So let's see that. If my CPU doesn't explode. But yeah, you get the idea. As you can see, those are automated. Yeah, I think that if you know what you're doing, this can be a really, really cool thing to do. But yeah, obviously, when you export the video, it will be absolutely fluid. So don't worry about that. If you want to remove a keyframe, you will need to go to I don't know, this one. As you can see, you can select the single keyframe, and it's the red one. So whatever you click, it will become red, and you can press. These are midtones, so you can delete just the one you selected by pressing this button right there, this trash icon. Same for every one of them, so I don't know. But if you want to remove every single keyframes of the parameter you selected, so for example, this is shadows, let's delete this. You need to press again on this icon, on the keyframe icon, and press yes. This will remove every keyframe, so let's do that. Same for the highlights. And yeah, the video should, yeah, let's obviously get back to default. And yeah, the video is back to normal. But yeah, let's try it on another filter. So let's remove this one, and we can use I don't know, maybe a distort filter. Yeah, I don't know, maybe you can use this for like short transitions or something like that, because I don't know, if we go like crazy with the settings, if we go to 0, 0, that will be normal. So let's do the reverse thing. Let's go to like, I don't know, 29 milliseconds, 26, and let's press the keyframe option. Then get back to the starting point. Let's see if it works, and go crazy with the settings. So if everything is right, this will create like a short transition, a short intro of the clip with this effect. Let's see. Yeah, it lasted like 5 seconds, but when you export that, that will be 26 milliseconds. So it worked correctly, and you can do this whatever you want. So yeah, you get the idea. You can really experiment a lot with the keyframes. But yeah, let's delete this one because we don't need that. Yeah, but yeah, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.